Hello and welcome to Friday Night Lights. We have officially reached week 5 of the high school football season in Minnesota. We've got a great show coming up for you tonight. Thanks for joining us. I am Matt Halverson.
And I'm Alexis Bass. We'll start our night up at Centricity Stadium in Hermantown, where the Hawks were looking to keep their hot streak going against Cloquet. While the Lumberjacks were hungry to climb back up the conference standings and back over the 500 mark. First quarter, it's Alec Turnbull rolling out to his right, completes the pass to his brother Will, who shakes off a couple of Hermantown hand tackles and finds his way to the end zone to take the 6-point lead. Later in the quarter, Hawks looking to even things out. But here comes Lumberjack Derek Fieldjay to take down quarterback Michael Lau. And Cloquet comes back on their offense in this next play. It's Turnbull again. This time he floats it up to receiver Matthew Erickson, who gets some big yards after the catch. Profire taking the ball down to the 16. Now at the goal line, Turnbull is going to call his own number and lunges in for the score to put Cloquet up 14-0. It got tight late, but Cloquet hangs on for the 14-7 win.
Rockridge and Duluth East both sitting at 2-2 in the season. Greyhounds hosting the Wolverines. Greyhounds first play from scrimmage. Austin Overdahl takes this one all the way. He's got reservations for 6. Gets him on the board. They missed the extra point. Still 6-0, but Wolverines ball now. It's Griffin Dozian sending a pass to wideout Will Pittman. Greyhounds can't take him down. They now take the lead at 7-6. Still the first quarter. Greyhounds inside their own 20 again. Austin Overdahl again getting the handoff. No one is catching him, even if they want to. All gas, no brakes. Weaving past defenders. Mad dash to the end zone. 12-6 Greyhounds, and at the half, it was 39-7. Overdahl had 4 touchdowns in the first half. They keep this one going for the dominant win, 46-14. With 3-1, Two Harbors Agates visited undefeated Esco up at the Igloo. The Eskimos riding a 4-game winning streak after shutting out Pine City last week, 36-0. The Esco Eskimos looking to stay undefeated, taking on Two Harbors, tied at 0. Second quarter, Nolan Witt changes that, takes the zone run, finds the lane, swerves by 2 defenders, and sorry, 25, you made the highlight reel too. Eskimos up 7-0. On the ensuing possession, Agates quarterback does not see this defender and gets absolutely blasted. Daniel DeBooth, fumble on the play. Agates recover the fumble. Possession ends in a punt. Eskimos then with the ball. Close to half here. Ty Christensen hits Carter Zazulka on the screen. He makes a man miss, gets stopped just inside the 10. The Eskimos only get a field goal, but take the win, 24-0.
The Lax took a trip to Barnum tonight. Both teams coming off a loss and hope to get back in the W column. First quarter, Bobbers already up 8-0. Mille Lacs on the ensuing drive. Daniel Miller fires downfield. Instead of his man, he finds J.J. Stevens. Stevens returns it for 20 yards. The Bombers, they have it at 40. And it's the Bombers' ball. Willie Richardson drops back. Beauty of a pass to Joe Peterson in motion. Good for the first down and gets him into the red zone. And 2 plays later, they'd be in. Richardson keeps it himself. Touchdown Bombers. After the 2-point conversion, it's a 16-0 game. And to the second, Bombers threatening again. Richardson keeps it himself again. Barnum with the brutal finish in this battle, winning 70. That's right, you heard it, 70-0.
Elsewhere, International Falls and Hinckley-Finlayson for the Friday night meetup. Hinckley-Finlayson takes care of business 32-6. Hibbing visited Mora tonight. Mora protecting their house 20-14.
And on top of the Iron Range lies a pair of undefeated teams. It's been a strong start to the season for both Moose Lake, Willow River, and Mesabi East. Well, there are only 5 undefeated teams left. These 2 happen to be among those. However, only 1 team can keep their winning streak alive. Who will continue to reign in the wins tonight? Rebels already up 6 in the first when Logan Overdahl takes the handoff and has a nice escort to the end zone by Alex Watrin to extend the lead to 14. Rebels' next possession knocking on the door. Henry Ribbick gets his name in the paper and scores the Rebels' 3rd touchdown of the night. Rebels weren't done yet. Again, inside the 5-yard line, Ethan Burden wants to get in on the touchdown party, too. He's in the end zone. Rebels stay unbeaten and roll 64-0.
Elsewhere, Cromwell Wright earned their 2nd win of the season tonight over Ely. They improved 2-3.
Well, that's all for high school in Minnesota for football games, but we still have plenty more coming up in just a few minutes.
Yeah, we're going to be jumping over the border into Wisconsin. Northwestern looking to stay unbeaten down in Bloomer, and Ashland met Hayward.
The Northwestern football team is off to another 6-0 start to their season, with lots of opportunities still in front of them.
But they're coming into a tough stretch of their schedule. 3 more games against teams that will likely finish in the top half of the Heart of North. One of those teams is Bloomer.
The Tigers and Blackhawks met tonight. Second quarter, Tigers up 6. Luke Sedin hitting Trevor Ellison with a strike right down the middle of the field for a 46-yard touchdown. Next Northwestern possession, Sedin pumps and launches one deep for Jace Nelson. Nelson winning the jump ball downfield and breaking away from defenders into the end zone for a 60-yard score. Not much going right for Bloomer. Marcus Halstead can't handle the pitch from Jack Strand, and the ball falls right into the hands of Austin Shields. That sets up for another score for the Tigers. This time, Sedin hits C.J. Thompson, 42-0 at that point. Northwestern would go on to improve to a 7-0 with a 56-12 win.
Dominant for them. It's homecoming in Hayward. They're taking on Ashland. The Canes passed out rally towels tonight. Winner stays alive for a WIAA playoff spot. Opening drive for the Ordockers. Kate Jalma lets it fly. Marcus Cruzen go up to get it. Nice snag. Gets them into the red zone. Just a few plays later, they give it to the old workhorse. Parker Goodrow up the gut and over the goal line. Touchdown Ashland. And then on the ensuing Hayward possession, they do move the ball to near midfield, but the drive stalls. Shout out to Joey Gouge. Pins the punt at the 1-yard line. So Ashland backed way up, but don't tell that to Parker Goodrow. He is through the middle and off to the races. 94 yards on gallop.
Catch me if you can.
Forget about it. Goodrow has had 3 touchdowns in just the first half. Ashland stays alive with a 28-12 win at Hayward. Elsewhere in Wisconsin, Cumberland and Chautauqua Weyerhaeuser on the field. Cumberland wins big, 52-26. Meanwhile, Spooner and Cameron, the Royals get a big win, 48-14.
And way down south, Superior with a Big Rivers matchup against Hudson. Hudson with the ball right out of the gate. The special teams unit is in full force at the 10. Tim Haspopoulos busts a move that's past the 20, 30, 40, and the 50. Now 30, 20, and up the 10-yard sideline. Haspopoulos returns it to the house for a 90-yard touchdown. Raiders for a 7-0 early lead. This time the Spartans on the other side of the ball, but not for long. Ball bouncing and doesn't quite make it in the end zone for the hopeful touchback. Hudson pounces on it, recovering it inside the 5. Special teams unit making themselves known again. Raiders in perfect scoring position to score yet again another touchdown for a 24-0 lead before the half. Superior unable to turn things around after the bell. They drop the night 31-6.
The 8-man ranks and no Applefest for Washburn tonight. They're on the road taking on Northwood Solon Springs. This one out of hand early. The Evergreen seized a 46-6 lead over the Castle Guards at halftime. The Evergreens get the win 58-20 to take control of the Lakeland East Conference.
And at long last, the UMD women's hockey team hit the ice tonight to open their season after 197 days. The Bulldogs have high expectations opening their campaign as the 6th-ranked team in the USCHO poll.
They're down in Mankato tonight, taking on the Mavericks. First of a 2-game set. We begin in the first period. The Bulldogs making their way around town, more like downtown. Rogie shoots. It's denied, but when there's a will, there's a way. Rogie gets her first goal of the game just 6.5 minutes in. UMD takes a 1-0 lead on the road. And a whole lot of commotion around the goal. There is a loose puck here. It's Taylor Anderson on the poke through the end of the twine. Now 2-0 Dogs. Power play advantage for UMD here. And what do you know? 5th-year senior showing off her vet skills. Rogie gets her 3rd goal for her of the night. The Bulldogs extend their lead in the second. UMD dominant in their game tonight. They shut out the Mavericks 7-0.
And the 22nd ranked UMD volleyball team was also in action tonight, where head coach Jim Booz was honored for his 500th career win this past weekend. Taking a set 1, Mavericks making their mark thanks to Mariah Eddington, who hammers one over the block. Down cross court, Dogs still up 20-18. After UMD takes set 1, Mavs hold a big lead in set 2. Sienna Selvichka providing answers for her team with a big kill drained down the line. UMD trails 13-8. Well, buckle up because the Bulldogs are putting on a show with this back-and-forth volley. Gordon chucks it up to senior Kate Berg. Mavs defend and then go ahead and send it back over. Sid Lanou in perfect digging position. Grace Post taps it over. Mavs pick it up, send it back over, and UMD keeps it alive, and Berg finally terminates.
Wow.
UMD goes on to win set 2 and 3 for the 3-0 sweep over Minnesota State. And tomorrow morning, Big Ten football rolls on. The Badgers are looking to bounce back down at the camp against 14th-ranked Michigan. The Gophers are on the road taking on Purdue.
What a night. That is all of our games for tonight. Of course, the best part still to come.
And that's right, Matt. When we come back, we've got our Friday Night Lights plays of the night, so do not go anywhere.
Welcome back. As promised, we're going to finish our show with the Friday Night Lights plays of the night. Alexis, what do you got?
Well, my pop-off play of the night comes to you from, yes, far away from the home of the Hudson Raiders, but too good not to show. So where a speed demon comes from special teams unit, he lit it up on the field. Tim Hassapopoulos making money moves left and right with one goal, one vision where no one was going to stop him. He's got wheels and he's got speed, and he would get himself a touchdown, a 90-yard kickoff return. I'm out of breath for him as well, and only have a few words for him. Pop off Tim Hassapopoulos.
Football name. My play comes from a ways down Highway 53 in Wisconsin. Northwestern's Luke Sedin launches one. Jace Nelson, not only does he come down with this one, he's going to carry the entire city of Bloomer into the end zone with him. 60 yards later, he's got a touchdown. Northwestern. Big conference win tonight, but Jace Nelson, what a play for the score. You can vote for those on our website, but that is a wrap for us. If you want to watch any of tonight's highlights or, of course, the whole show, you can head on over to the sports page, our website, KBJR6.com.
And, of course, come back here next week. We'll be here all season long. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.